Hola amigos, what is up? This is Tails Firebraga, and welcome back to Let's Play Azure Striker Gunvolt. In the last episode, we started the game and did the first Sumeragi along with the subaquatic base. In today's episode, however, we'll be covering a little bit more of the stages as well. Now, the stages what we have left to do are the data store, the stratacombs, the media tower, the biochem plant, and the pharma lab. If I wanted to do an easy stage though, I'd probably do the pharma lab. It's probably the easiest one we have right now. But first, I want to make sure that our loadout is ready and good to go. So one of the things to talk about is our loadout will allow us to select different skills that we have. So we got the galvanic patch by leveling up, so I'm going to map that to right stick down. We can also check our other gear as well, so we have the Quill Signet equipped as a ring right now, which decreases the amount of time it takes for us to recover from overheating. But I'm going to be using the Boost Band. Now, your equipment, you can actually swap that out in the middle of a mission. Your skills can't be swapped out though, so you have to make sure that you have the ones that you want to be using. We can also see the Naga as well, so I'm going to equip that. Now the Naga has a slightly different effect than our Cerberus gun, and I'll talk about that when we get into the stage. Garden. Stratos, Lord of the Horde, feasts upon the laboratory's grotesque flora. Alright, so our Cerberus gun happened to have a rapid fire mode, so I can swap to that with the shoulder buttons because I mapped it like that. Just hold down the button and we shoot. The Naga, however, does not have that. Instead, it allows us to charge shot. Now, the charge shot doesn't do increased damage, but what it does do is allows us to tag multiple enemies at the same time. Now, each one of the guns that you have, each one of the dart styles that you have, rather, also allows you to tag different enemies as well. So this allows us to put up to 5 tags on enemies. Now, an enemy can only have 3 tags on them at max. Also, a lot of the stages in this game are kind of based around like screwing with the ability to use your flash field. Or like having the flash field interact with objects in a certain way. So we had like the platforms in Merak stage, which didn't actually get much use, but also the water there that prevented us from using it. Here there's kinda tentacle traps everywhere that if we use our flash field, they'll try to nab us. So see that tentacle right there? I want to get up here, but I also want to be careful. There we go. So they'll try to go to like wherever we are. So you can see like right there. It's like the Snatchers in Terraria. That's what these things remind me of. Man, I wanna play Terraria again. I just wanna like do another multiplayer Terraria thing. A dead end. Alright. So we can open up the hatch just by tagging and bagging. Now, here's the thing. These plants right here, touch them with the flash field and they go die-bye. Now, that's useful for getting down, but you also have to be careful in a little bit because they're also going to be our platforms. So I'm going to take the checkpoint there. No shame in taking the checkpoint. This is not a high score run, not by a long shot. So as you can see, we're kind of burning away the platforms here. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that jewel there. Now the jewels will come in handy for something later. As a bit of foreshadowing, actually, I'll probably end up giving them to Jewel. Just finish that guy off with guns then. your shots do damage as well. They do. So you can kill an enemy just by like repeatedly shooting it, but it's not the most effective way of dealing damage. Although there is actually a gun out there that allows you to deal like a lot more damage with your shots, basically making you more of like a Mega Man character. Which I guess makes sense, because this is an Inafune game, if I remember correctly, so... Alright. So we've got our mid-boss here. Some of the stages do have a mid-boss. We encountered those tanks in the first stage. And I guess the water was sort of a mid-boss, because, I mean, played the mid-boss music. So we have to fight the Eidolon. That's apparently what this big plant thing is called. Doesn't look at all like the ones in 9. There we go. Again, finish them off with the Astrosphere. Does a lot of damage. The Astrosphere is not the strongest skill we're going to get, though. There are 2 skills that are stronger, but they take up 2 skill bars and 3 skill bars respectively. So you notice that anytime we use one of our skills, we also lose like SP. So like in the bottom left corner, you can barely see it under that guy's portrait. These determine how many skills you can use. Certain skills may take more or less SP depending on like what they are. So the Astrosphere and the Galvanic Patch, they have a cost of 1. Later on, we're going to get a very powerful skill called Luxcalibur, which has a cost of 2. And beyond that, there's also Voltaic Chains, which is an offensive skill with a cost of 3. Voltaic Chains deals a lot of damage in the right situations. I believe it's the more damage, the more enemies that are on screen, the more damage it deals to all of them. So it's actually good for a specific boss fight. Oop. Also, we've got another gimmick here. So we've got to use the flash field here to avoid these swarms of bugs, which are presumably summoned by Stratos. Lord of the Horde, after all. They deal a lot of damage. Like, these things will chew through your health. So the big, I mean, you can also see, like, they kill the enemies for us as well. Stratos is a bad boss. So yeah, I'm gonna... The thing I took the hit from the enemy, so I took a little bit less damage. I'm just gonna cheese that with iframes there. Again, no shame in doing it. And like I said, I'm not good at this game. I'm gonna dash back just to kind of get a little bit more safety there. The bugs do eventually dissipate as you follow behind them. And again, they tear through any enemies that are on screen, so if you just want an easy road to go through, follow behind them. If you want points, on the other hand, maybe don't do that. Because the enemies that these flies kill don't add up to your score, since obviously Gunvolt's not the one killing them. Oh, that's a bad sign. Another overheat. There's an accessory I usually use that also increases the amount of max EP you have. Or no, it what it does is like makes it so that your flash field doesn't take up as much, so you can use it for longer. But that's neither here nor there. Let's activate the hexapile and get on over to the boss fight. Stages are a little formulaic, makes a lot of sense though, because it is a Mega Man game-ish. But now we've got our next boss at the Sumeragi 7, Stratos.
お前があのハムシの能力者か。
ディナーがおしゃべりするんじゃねえ。空腹に響くだろうが。あらよ、腹を満たすために目の前のものを食いまくるしかないじゃないかな。
Oop, I skipped a little bit of dialogue there, but that doesn't matter. It's all in Japanese, nobody can listen to moon runes anyway. Oop. Alright, so I'm gonna actually switch to the Cerberus here. It's a little bit easier to get the tags I want. I just wanted to show the Naga off, though I didn't demonstrate its charge shot function that well. Oh, crap. I lost my points. And so he's going in his second phase, adding a little bit more to his pattern. And he's doing this nonsense again. Oh, right, this part. So I've got to use the flash field to keep out the bees. Exorcise the demons. Actually, shit, Naga would be, like, fantastic there. And the reason why is because we could tag each one of the halves of that twice. Oh, I've got a double jump! What am I doing? Oh, you idiot. Oh, right, he comes from behind. Just like all my first dates. Alright. So now we've got his third phase, which is gonna use his signature move. His super art. Nemesis Fang. Now there's a way to do this. Oh, come on. There we go. Alright, so some of you guys might not have known what was going on there. So let me explain. To use skills in the Switch version of the game, you have to press in on the right thumbstick. Which is a little bit of a pain in the ass. Especially because it's very easy to accidentally like nudge the thumbstick the wrong way and switch which skill you're using. Which sucks. I eventually had to like take my left hand over just to click the stick so that I could jump and hit him. Now what you're supposed to do for Nemesis Fang is kill like the little nodes that he has at the sides. Because he starts charging for like a one-hit kill attack, so you've got to kill the nodes before he can do that. You can cheese through it with Astrosphere because it does enough damage, provided you can get it off. Unfortunately, Astrosphere, or skills in general, you also can't map to other buttons. So that's one thing that the 3DS version does a little bit better, because you can just use the touchscreen. I have another one left. Oh, I do. Odd number, duh. So we got some rare materials as well, and another jewel. Oop. I had a voicemail from Asimov. This was a pretty rare situation.
普段のミッションに特殊な条件を付け加えるのがクエストだ。クエストは同時に3つまでしか受けることができないが、受けるのは無料。達成すれば報酬が出る。失敗したからといって特に罰則があるわけではない。気楽に受けるといい。クエストはメニュー内のクエストリストから受けることができる。ミッションをクリアするたびに追加されるため、チェックしてみるといい。以上だ。グッドラック。
Alright, we've got his catchphrase of good luck. Oh, no, I actually do want to overwrite that. There we go, although I probably should be using separate save slots as well. Oh well, I'm confident that nothing will screw up the recording. Nothing at all. So Asimov there was telling us about the challenges. I already covered that, but you see, like, there's a lot more now, because we've cleared more stages. Pharma beautiful. Let's check if there's any more gear that we can synth now. That's not the dealer. That's the dealer. So, no, we don't seem to have enough for anything. So anytime you get one of these kinds of items as well, a plus version of them will appear. So that costs 2 boost bands, but on the other hand, it will like greatly increase the efficiency of what we've got. The plus versions of items cost a lot of money, but on the other hand, they're very much worth it if you can get them. So we need more kiwis and grain cultures here, and I think the items you get per stage are like per stage. So we might have to go back to the first level in order to get a new boost band. But for now, let's actually talk to Jewel.
そうだシアンこれ
綺麗いいのもらっても
シアンに受け取ってほしいんだ
ありがとう GV
Alright, so we feel a little closer to Jewel. Basically, like I said, by talking to Jewel, that increases the chances that in your next mission, you'll be like revived when you hit low HP. But more than just that, collecting all the jewels in the game will do something. But I won't tell you quite yet, because we definitely won't be able to do it until like post-game. So after we clear the last stage, it'll become apparent what we can do with them. All 7 of the Chaos Emeralds. But for now, let's pick another stage. We've got orange, purple, green, and red. You know, let's knock the primary colors out of the way. Why not? Alright, so we're in another thing. Conflagration. The Vengeful Demon Viper. Alright, so this stage actually has a zip that you can do as well. For all of you guys who want Gunvolt speed tech, there is a zip that I managed to do on accident to get the jewel in this stage. I took a picture of the occasion on Twitter. I can also just rip the picture from my Switch in case I don't do it properly. But it involves a puzzle required to get to the jewel in this stage, and these black crates, which are completely indestructible. So one of the big gimmicks here is that our flash field interacts with these, you know, lovely little storage crates. Different ones have different amounts of health to them. So like these guys that I'm standing on are pretty sturdy. These orange boys, however, you don't want to flash field the orange well, okay, I kind of want to flash field the orange boys. That causes them to explode, and that also causes a chain reaction as well. So orange boys, pretty volatile. Don't trust them. There we go. Block those missiles. Block these missiles. So Gunvolt is one of those things that actually I can talk about this. It's a game that I've already played like a couple of times this year, because it's just a game I like going back to. I was playing this all throughout MagFest actually. So Joiner might be able to vouch for that I've played this game a lot and I'm still bad at it, but this game does get hard, though. Like, you'd think that with the gimmick being, oh, you've got, like, invincibility and a big old barrier and, like, a homing attack and stuff, that it would be, you know, a cakewalk to play this game. But the game does do a lot of clever stuff with the EP mechanic, like the electricity mechanics later on. So we saw, like, the bugs, we saw the water and Merak stage. We've got these crates and certain things that we want to destroy and certain things we don't want to destroy. We've got overheat, overload, coming on up to the overload. I'm gonna grab that health. You also, because of the, like, the damage mitigating powers of Prevasion, you also take a lot of damage when you actually do get hit by stuff. Alright, we got something that looks like a tank. Welcome to the mid-boss. The spider. I'm the spider. Bring me a snack. Alright, gotta look out for where the spider's gonna aim its laser. There we go. Use our flash field to damage and dodge the debris. And now it's... Nope, it's gonna change over there. So I forgot, what's this guy's next move? Bombs, okay. So we stay up here. Drop down. Oh. Forgot how you dodge that part. We've got another laser phase to contend with. Unfortunately, I don't think I can just go over there and Astrosphere it, because of the railroad tracks. I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going to shoot the tank proper with my electrical gun, like a normal person that has an electricity gun. Alright, this section. So are you guys a fan of fire levels? Are you guys a fan of factories? You ever been in a Turkish prison before? So thankfully we're protected by like our adept septimal powers and not gonna immediately die from touching all this heat, all this hot air. But on the other hand, we still don't want to be in here for too long. I mean, it is still orange and on fire. Now these mines as well. Those fuckers. If you use your flash field anywhere near these mines, they will come hunting you. In addition, they're also kind of in dickish spots sometimes. Now you can shoot them, and that's a very good strategy. Shoot them with your bullet gun. Actually, yo, hang on. Can I do the zip like... No. It's not synced up properly. If something falls on you, you can zip like Sonic the Hedgehog style. You know, that's something I also wanna like talk about as well, now that I'm reminded of it. So recently I went back and willingly played Sonic the Hedgehog Genesis for the Game Boy Advance. And you may be thinking, wait, why would you do that to yourself? That's a really dumb idea. There's a good reason for that. But I haven't quite thought of it, so I'm just going to say I was looking for speedrun tech. I was thinking, well, you know what, I like Sonic, and I speedrun a bad game already with Power Rangers Time Force, though I haven't run that in like a year. So I'm thinking, is there any cool stuff I can do in Sonic Genesis? The record seemed pretty slow, so I'm just thinking, oh, you know what? Well, I know that there's zips in Sonic 1. I'ma do that. It turns out, they removed the zips. The engine change to Sonic the Hedgehog Genesis only fixed the bugs that made Sonic fun. Alright, we've got another enemy gauntlet here. You know what? I'm gonna go through this like a normal person. Just shoot these guys. I kind of want the experience. I kind of want to get some points back. I like that these guys also have like faces. If that makes any sense, just, I like that these guys have faces. Oop, ran out of VP there. There we go. So you can actually just go through the enemy gauntlets like normal. And if you do that, you actually can't target the siren anymore. It's better if you want points, but it's also slower and a little bit more risky as well. Now this right here, this is the big puzzle to get, to get the jewel in this stage. A little bit tricky, so I apologize for being in silent mode right now. Fuck, how do I do this? Shoot, I might not be able to get this. Nope. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Fuck, I touched a thing. Damn it. Well, I'll show off me getting stuck in there from the screenshot I took as well. Damn it, I was being slow and methodical. I had the solution. And Jurassic 5 asked, are you part of the problem or part of the solution? What's your contribution to life? And I didn't have an answer to that. Alright, so these platforms, again, we've seen these before in Merek's stage, but now they're horizontal, which is completely different. Absolutely different. It's a 90-degree rotation. Makes a lot of difference. So of course we can tag them, pump them full of electricity, get stuck in a bad situation, and use the Astrosphere. Oh baby, a triple. Yes, that gave us points. So this is going to be a fun part right here. Oh, didn't dodge quite enough. Wait for the steam sail. There we go. Avoid ninjas. The ninjas, honestly, every time they show up, I'm just going to avoid them, because fighting them is the worst. You have to be, like, very patient with fighting them, and that's just not my style, man. I'm stupid. I can't be patient. But now let's get to our next boss.
どくものかよ、ガンボルト。てめえが俺の管轄エリアにいるって聞いてよ。爆速でかっ飛んできたぜ。てめえが行くのはこの先の動力路じゃねえ。地獄だ。俺はデイトナ。愛しのシアンちゃんを奪ったてめえを俺は絶対許さねえ。
シアンがなんだって。
はっ。人の恋路を邪魔するやつは馬に蹴られて Go to hell だぜ。
Alright. And I think, oh, being the fire boss in like a video game, he's gonna be the easy one, right? Like the Mega Man rule. Or I guess that's just more the Mega Man Battle Network rule, actually, where fire bosses are usually, like, pretty easy. Alright, but Viper here, also known as Daytona in the Japanese version of the game, is not that easy. I mean, he's got some easy, simple stuff to avoid, but he's also got that. You'll notice that, like, the walls are closed off as well, which is a bit of a problem. And here we go, the actual problem with this fight, refulgence. You guys a fan of Toho? There we go. We got hit once, which is alright. It's more than you can get hit in Toho anyway. Let's just cash in our points right here and now. Do a lot of damage. Make a little love. Get down tonight. There we go. We got down. And he got down too. He's on the floor. And now he's dead. Alright. That's 3 members of the Sumeragi 7 down. Gonna plant this bomb and get out of here. Alright, so I was a little bit too slow and methodical through that. I'll actually go back to the puzzle in due time, so we can show off the 7 rings in hand. But for now, let's make a fish. There we go, we made a fish. That's a fish. Obtained Mizuchi. So it's another different dart type we've got. But unfortunately, some plot's gonna happen.
Okenの破片サンプル。これで3個目か。有事の際のみさや抜くことを許された封印の剣。くだらん玩具だ。いくら力を御そうとも、奴らが人にあだなす悪鬼羅刹であることに変わりはない。スメラギも化け物も神に代わり俺が裁きを下す。人間であるこの俺が。
こちらフェザー GV 応答を。
モニカさん、こんな夜更けにどうしたんですか？
ごめんなさい GV、 あなたに緊急のミッションをお願いしたいの。私たちが追っていたスメラギの能力者がその近くに逃げたようなの。ジーノが追っていたんだけど負傷してしまって。
すまねえ、しくじっちまった。
ジーノ。わかりました。そのミッションを引き受けます。
悪いな GV、 奴は強え。気をつけてくれ。
あ、ジーノはゆっくり休んでいて。
GV また出かけるの？
シアン、もう夜も遅い。君はベッドに戻るんだ。
私起きてる。起きてあなたの帰りを待ってるから。
分かった。なるべく早く戻るから行ってくるよ。
GV、 私の歌が とあなたの力になるから。
Alright. So on that note, the rest of the stages are actually locked off for right now. We have to do the mid stage. So in the next episode, we're going to Sinner's Row to take down whoever this mysterious pink individual is. Although I already know who they are, so it's not really a mystery. See you guys then.